Okay, welcome back everyone to another special episode of Yoda's Hut. I'm Bill. I go by Yoda Man on the boards. And once again, I'm joined for commentary tonight by Derek. Hey, Derek, how's it going this evening?
Doing well.
All right, so we are privileged here at Yoda's Hut to bring you the finals of the 2017 Star Wars LCG New Year's online tourney. We've got the match between Mitch 2480 from the boards. He's on the left against Josh, who goes by Letux on the boards. The last year's uh, Origins National American Champion and also U.S. Champion. And Mitch won the last online tournament, so we've got a great matchup here. In this first game, it looks like Mitch is playing light side. His deck is actually a mono Smugglers. It's two no match for a good blaster, two asteroid sanctuary, two beyond the rim, two false report, one impersonating a deity, and one along the gamma run. And Josh is playing a Navy deck that's two Tarkin Doctrine, two Enforced Loyalty, two Protect the Generator, two Pattern Analysis, one Dark Trooper Project, and one Emperor's Legion. And it looks like we're off and running here. Looks like Josh has played, I think I see Mythal down there, and is that one of the ATSTs or something?
Yeah.
And he started with Enforced Loyalty, Tarkin Doctrine, and Pattern Analysis. He also played a Control Room. And Mitch is actually playing Rash Action, which I guess will get focused the ATST
Mm-hmm.
at this point. And Mitch started with, looks like two Beyond the Rim and one along the Gamma Run.
Yeah. Beyond the Rim is the one where you can't target. I think the smuggler units. Is that right? Or am I thinking of the other one?
I think you're thinking of the other one. Beyond the Rim's the one that after your opponent refreshes, you can take a token off of one of your
That's right.
smuggler units.
The unfocused one.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So it looks like Mitch triggered Gamma and flipped up an Ewok, and so Josh is going to commit Mythal to take balance. So the dials just as one as we get going here, and now Dark Side has balance. So pretty interesting deck list on both sides here. Yeah, the way I would look at this, I mean, we got the mono Smugglers, which people seem to deride anymore on in Star Wars, and on the dark side, Josh has got an interesting Navy deck there because he's got the typical Tarkin Yularen, but he's also got Callus in there. He's got one of Dark Trooper Project, which is great for that resource. He's got Wrens in there. He's got the promotion pod in there, so it's a pretty good deck there that with a little bit different take than the typical Navy Fortress.
Yeah, I think it's more built towards the promotion and what you can do with it, and then adding, of course, Enforced and Tarkin in there, which is never a bad thing.
No.
Versus a deck that's more centered around the capital ships, which is kind of the more common thing here.
Right.
Be curious to see how Mitch's deck, how well it plays here, because me and him were actually trying to discuss how he wanted to build this. He was over at my place, I think, the night before he played the tournament finals here, so we went back and forth on how he wanted to build this deck, and then I guess this is ultimately what he decided on. So
Yeah, and I guess he played that's a Smuggler's Hideaway, which is a one-for-one Smuggler affiliated resource, but it actually isn't limited, so you can play more than one.
Right.
And he's doing the old 3PO trick, so he's played the Smuggler's 3PO, then played the Cloud City Operative to move the token off 3PO onto Mythal, and now he's going to have a wide open board to swing at, and he should be able to focus some stuff down here and probably take balance back with Gamma. So it looks like he's swinging in with the Cloud City Operative.
Yeah, and the important thing is he still has two resources, so he can pay the Tarkin tax, he can shut down Enforced Loyalty.
Yeah, he was going after Enforced Loyalty. I saw Josh point to Tarkin Doctrine, but he's able to pay for it. So he's going to get to draw a card with Smuggler 3PO, which is always good. And I'm guessing he's probably going to double focus Mythal, I would think, here.
Yeah, that would be
after
my
he gets
guess.
the damage.
Mm-hmm.
He might be double focusing both of them in a second because he's attacking with 3PO too. Put one on Tarkin Doctrine.
Yeah, well, he's got Gamma to take Force with, and his control room is locked down, so he's only going to have his 4 resources.
Right.
So, yeah. Oh, what else did he play there? Did Mitch play something? Or no, that's probably what he flipped for Gammer, I think.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think they missed putting the tactics down somewhere for some reason. I don't know why that would have happened.
Yeah, I don't know why he Mythil should be focused there.
Yeah,
Um,
and he cleared off both of his units thanks to beyond the rim there. Took balance back with Gamma, so the dial just went to 2.
mm,
But yeah, I'm pretty sure Mythil should have been focused.
Yeah, he's not elite.
No.
So I wonder if they'll catch that.
Oh, and 3PO should have an extra focus because of pattern analysis. So they caught that, but I don't think they caught the Mythil thing. That's kind of bizarre.
Hmm.
Oh, maybe he chose not. No, he did attack both. I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, he's
Um,
at them both.
and what was that? He just played Is that the Academy Engineer or something from the Callus's set that lets you look for the top 5
Yeah, let's
cards, search for
see.
enhancement, and he got one of the rifles?
Right. Yeah, that's what it looks like at least.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm a little confused why they missed a token there that should have gone on Mythil with, because that 3PO definitely has a tactics, and so does
Yeah.
the Cloud City operative.
Yeah, and Mitch did attack with both of them.
Yes, he
So
did.
the Walker, I mean, you can free him up. I believe it's by focusing an indoor objective. Lets you pull a
Right.
focus token off of him, but he hasn't done that either.
Well, I'm not sure he has an Endor objective, right? Isn't that pattern analysis? I don't think that's Endor.
Is it not? Because I thought that was the set that unit is from, isn't it? Or is
Hmm.
that the?
The
I
Endor
don't.
ATST is from the promotion set.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's pattern analysis, the one that makes you double focus.
Okay.
And I think he just put promotion on Mythil,
Hmm.
if I'm looking at it right.
I didn't see what it
I think
was.
that's what he grabbed the second time was he found promotion with one of those
Yeah.
Academy engineers, I think is what they're called. I haven't played Callus' set in a while, but it's an
Yeah, I got a
interesting
deck of
set.
them, but I haven't used it in a while.
Yeah, so Mythil is going to take balance back. I guess Mitch did not trigger Gamma, it doesn't look like.
Nah, no point to, because he had nothing committed.
Right.
Hmm.
So he's going to have 6 resources to play with thanks to 3PO here. He just, I think he discarded, was that one of the droids, probably?
I think I can't see
Yeah,
over there.
it's always a little hard to see on the Skype games sometimes.
Yeah, because the side by side there, you get so much dead space instead of the like when you're usually recording the games where you have them turned the other way. It's easier to
Right.
see.
Yeah, yeah. So well, that's still interesting because Mythil probably should have been double focused, which would have meant could have completely changed what Josh
Yeah,
would have had
well,
to do there.
oh yeah, and also then Mythos should still be focused right now, in which case Mitch would have a an open board again, more or less, because those two engineers that he's got to block with, all they have is a white blast.
Right, right. I mean, they could get in the way, but
Yeah, but you get in the way of the Cloud City operative, he still just kills it.
right. So I think he's talking about using promotion that he can give stuff to the engineers at least.
Yeah,
And now he's playing a freeholder. I'm not sure how many cards Mitch had in his hand. He might still have 4,
uh,
maybe. Guess he has.
three.
Must have. He must have
Letux had
2 or 3. Yeah, he played a freeholders and a hired hand. So that's not a bad turn there.
yeah. Yeah, Letux had 3 in his hand, so he played the freeholder for 5, and
Yeah.
then the hired hand. Oh.
Now he doesn't have anything to actually be able to pay the Tarkin tax now, but I'm not sure that's going to be that big of a deal here.
No. He does have enough damage to take out an objective if he can get unopposed, assuming
Right.
he sends the freeholder and the hired hands together, which I
Yeah.
think is what he's trying to do. I know he doesn't want to leave damage there for Imperial Fist or for Yularen to throw back at him.
Right. He really wants to take something out, be it Tarkin Doctrine or Enforced.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I guess he's still thinking of. Yeah, he's got to worry a little bit about promotion going off too.
Yeah, it depends if he can win edge.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
he should have. Well, he's got 4 cards left, and we're guessing Josh has
Josh
four,
has three.
maybe. Yeah,
He
three or
has three.
four.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have. He must have three because I guess he paid 5 for the freeholder and 1 for the hired hands.
Mm.
So
It looks like he's blocking with Mythal.
yeah, it sure does. That can be a little risky.
Well, it's just the Cloud City op. Mitch would have to have a bunch of tricks to get
Yeah,
rid of him.
and that a seeds and 4, and I think there is a twist on Josh's end.
Yeah.
So he just twisted away a seeds. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that surprise seeds that Mitch has in there because of that one copy of 3PO's pod there.
Right. It's probably a little less surprise since 3PO is out on the board, though.
Yeah,
And he
well,
played
it
rash
depends.
action.
It's not a pod you see a lot of, so a lot of
Right.
people, even if you see 3PO, you might not remember it.
Yeah. All right, so we got an Imperial Fist. One.
Well, at least he did do it for only one.
Yep. So he's going to move 1 off in Force Loyalty, move it to Gamma.
Mm-hmm.
Now Mythal's going to get to focus something down. I'm assuming he'd focus the Freeholder down, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the downside now is now enforced loyalty is going to go off.
Yeah, there really is no way to avoid that.
I don't remember if Mitch has actually tried to attack that yet. So, because he is still attacking.
Yeah.
So.
He's attacking something with the hired hands. Might as well try to get some blast out of it while you can.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Cloud City Operative. Oh, no, that's right. Should that be. Yeah, so the Cloud City Operative got the 1 damage just from Mythal. And he chose not to defend. The hired hands is going to triple focus Mythal here and get another couple damage on Tarkin Doctrine.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Mitch is
Mythal
locked
does
down.
have a couple things on him. You don't want to risk him waking up.
Yeah, so he flipped up a hired hands with Gamma, so he's going to be able to take balance back. And I think if I'm Mitch, I'm going to commit 3PO and the freeholders because then you might be able to take balance back when you clear stuff off. Oh, I wonder if Beyond the Rim's a limit 1 thing. Maybe that's why. Everything's
I
getting
don't think
damaged.
so. Or no, I think it has to be undamaged, doesn't it? Or no, maybe not, because he is removing focus tokens there.
Yeah. So I would have think you would commit the freeholder too to try to get try to keep balance here on your turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, especially with the one hired hands down and the other one able to be played now because it's in his hand. Having both of them would be pretty useful.
Yeah. Oh, I guess. Sorry.
Oh no, because if he ends up losing force, that hired hand is going to go away.
Now I realize why he focused 3PO last time. When we were thinking maybe it's supposed to have an extra one on it for some reason. I think he focused 3PO to cancel the mouse droid on Josh's last turn, as we're here with the dial at 3 now.
I thought he had spent 3PO when he played his 2 units because he had to pay for the freeholder, and the freeholder he paid 5 and then 1 for the hired hand.
Yeah, no, I meant the turn before when he threw the extra token back on 3PO, and I was thinking maybe he was supposed to be double focused for some reason, but I think it must have been because he used it to cancel mouse droid after Josh played it last turn.
I didn't even think the mouse droid was in play at that point.
Yeah. So there is
Here comes
Yularen.
more Navy shenanigans.
Yeah. And that should have cost Josh. Yeah, he still got
paid
3
3
resources open. Yeah, so he still got 3 resources open there.
Yeah.
So that just put 2 more damage on Gamma.
Yeah, now if you can keep Enforce turned on, he'll take it out.
Yeah. I really like the combination of Beyond the Rim with Freeholders. I was messing around with that for a little bit too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just that ability is really good. It's a pseudo "May the Force be with you."
No, pretty much, yeah. I mean, it accomplishes the same thing.
Yeah. Well, you're doing after your opponent refreshes, so you don't necessarily get to take balance back, but with Gamma being out, that can help with that aspect.
Yeah.
But it does give you the defenders back. So Josh taking his time here, trying to figure out what to do since he's still got 3 resources left. He should have some decent amount of cards in his hand.
Well, the only thing he's played is Yularen.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he drew one with the Malstroid, and Mitch did not cancel.
I don't think he did. Hmm.
Yeah, so he does have There's playing 3 more for something. Is this Tarkin? Oh, that's Callus. Okay.
Yeah. Well, there's not really much out there that's going to matter if Callus takes it out. I mean, you'd lose the hired hand to Gammer, but that's about it.
Yeah, so I'm guessing they went to Force Phase because Mitch just flipped up
Yeah.
something. So he flipped up 1. And see, if he had
So,
committed the freeholders too, he would have been able to keep balance no matter what, I think. Unless Callus has 3.
no, he could have committed Callus and
Oh,
Yularen
that's
to
right.
have
Yeah, Callus
5.
has three icons.
Yeah, so now he can do it with just one of the other units here.
Yeah, well, he's got to beat 3. So, and Mythal's still locked down.
And it looks like he's doing an engineer and Callus.
Yeah.
So, because I'd give him 4.
Yep. That should do it. So the hired hands will die.
Yeah. And what's our dial at now? Is it just at 3?
The dial is just at 3.
Okay.
So, see what Mitch can draw into this time. So now Josh should still have a decent number of cards in his hand if Mitch has another freeholder here.
Yeah,
That
that would be
sound,
pretty good.
it looked like he was counting them. I wonder if Mitch asked him, how many cards you have?
Yeah. I think Mitch is also considering the possibility of if he ends up losing that Gammer, what happens if he flips the freeholder objective?
Right.
Yeah. Especially now we know he's got 2 of them in play, so they'd come back and then you could potentially drop them back.
Yeah, for probably free because there's a lot of units down on Josh's end.
Mm-hmm.
So Josh may not actually want to try to blow up anything right now. And then there is a hired hands.
Well, theoretically, Mitch could let it go if he just doesn't attack and force loyalty.
That's true.
But he hasn't played like slicing in or anything to where he's looked at his top card, so he shouldn't know if it's coming next or not.
Yeah, that's true.
If he has slicing in his hand, he might.
Mm-hmm. So he left 2 resources open, probably so he could at least try to swing it and force loyalty here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're really, except for that hired hands, there is nothing on the board that could cause problems if Callus blows up Gamma. So
Yeah, none of the objectives match. So
yeah, I guess that's
yeah,
it.
you always got to be careful because like with promotion, I mean, Mythal has gained I think a blast or whatever from that other enhancement on him. You can give that to Callus, and Callus now has 3 blast. He can theoretically take out any of those objectives by himself if you use the promotion.
Yeah, that's a good point there.
So you got to be aware of him. I don't think Callus is elite though, so yeah. Something like this goes through, Callus may be locked down for a very long time.
Yeah. So it looks like he's pushing in after. I wonder what he's going after.
He hasn't said. I don't know whether or not he's had to pay the Tarkin tax has been mentioned or not here. I think
Yeah.
Mitch just wants to take out an objective.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, so I wonder if he's trying to send it after Enforce just to get it off the board, or if he wants to send it
You learn.
after Tarkin Doctrine to get it off the board. I mean, right now he's got 5 blast.
Yeah, they're all black.
Yep. Although with promotion still being in play, if Josh wins an edge battle, then he's going to pick up a tactics here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really sure what he did, but it doesn't look like he's paying a Tarkin tax. I guess we'll, after we get some strikes
Yeah.
here, we'll see what happened.
Josh will only pick up 1 tactics, though, so the best he can do is lock down 1 of those freeholders.
True.
So Mitch is still going to get some damage through here. So
Yeah.
I wonder if he is going for Tarkin Doctrine or not, or if he's going for Enforced. Because if he throws tactics around the board, it wouldn't be too hard to just send the Cloud City op afterwards, and then if Tarkin Doctrine is gone, just to turn off Enforced.
Right. Certainly, if Mitch can win this edge battle here, he should be able to pretty much lock down Josh's board, like you said, and then ping Enforce Loyalty. Or maybe he wants it to go off, like you said, too, to potentially trigger a false report. So
if he's holding Slicing in his hand, I don't think that's a bad plan.
Yeah.
Or a bad way to do it. If he's not, then I think it's a gamble. We're also assuming that, the 1 card he saw and buried at the start of the game was not false report, because if it is, then his odds seriously diminish of pulling it.
Yeah. But he does have 2 in his deck, so there would be a chance of pulling 1 at least.
Yep.
Even if he buried 1. So definitely a critical edge battle. Josh has put 4 in now. Looks like they're flipping up, so he had 8.
I see 8 with Mitch.
And I think there's...
And he still has more for Navy there.
Yeah, and then Josh has 9 or something, it looks like. So he...
Yeah.
I'm not sure what was that a Seeds, though, or a Heat? What was that?
The Fate card?
Yeah.
For that, was it Mitch had?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what it was.
It must have been a Heat, because I think he killed off the one guy he moved him to his discard pile there. I can't think of his name now. The engineer.
Yeah.
So he's giving you Lauren the stuff from Mythal right now, which should be 2 guns, a tactics, and a blast, I think, is what he gained. So, what happened to the hired hands?
Well, I think he hit the hired hands. He killed the hired hands and focused the freeholders. So it must not have been 4 guns, or unless he wasn't thinking, because he should have been able to kill the freeholder then.
Well, that's what I mean. He must have had 3 guns.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know why He did get Tarkin Doctrine, though, because he had a Bamboozle.
Right. So, no, I don't think he's going to turn off Enforced here, but...
No, not with what's left on the board. I wonder if you remembered... Oh, no, he didn't win Edge, so he doesn't draw with 3PO. The Gammer for Falcon.
Wow. That's a good Gammer pull.
Yeah. Also...
committing the Cloud City Operative.
Huh.
And he is triggering Enforced Loyalty, so the dial will move up to 4 on that. 1 more damage on each beyond the rim, and then it'll go up to 5 when Josh's turn starts.
Yeah, the problem is now, I think he's going to remember to free up the freeholders here. I would hope he does. But now he better hope that he flips false report. He's only got 1 card, and now Callus and everybody's awake.
Yeah, no, he
I'm
took.
surprised he didn't try and lock him down with some. Or is the freeholders, their tactics is white though, so he didn't have any tactics for it.
Right, that's right.
So now Josh has got a more or less open board. Mitch has got only one card in hand. We know it's a Falcon, so I mean you can play around it if you know what it is.
Yeah, he used the Klutzy operative to focus the mouse droid, it looks like. But yeah, I think going back to the other thing, though, that Yularen would have had two guns on his own, and with that, at least we thought it was the rifle on Mythil. That should have given him another gun, plus Mythil's gun. He should have probably just shot a freeholder. And I'm looking at their dials, too, and it looks to me like their dials say 4, like they missed ticking up the
You,
dial from the objective blowing up and passing turn. They missed a dial click.
you might be right there. I just thought of another possibility. Maybe that enhancement that's on Mythil, maybe it's the one that gives him elite. and
Oh,
not, and
okay.
not the gun and blast. Because if
Okay.
that's the case, then Mythil would only have a gun to add, and then he would have needed that to kill the hired hands.
Okay, yeah, it was too hard to see. Maybe that would make more sense. Maybe that's what it is.
Hmm.
It would also explain why when we thought Mythil should have been locked down, he wasn't.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes, apologize to anybody watching out here. It's a little hard to see some of the cards on with the Skype thing on our screen, so it's couldn't exactly tell what it was. We just saw he put enhancements on it. But yeah, if it wasn't the bow rifle, if it was the elite thing,
Yeah.
I can't remember what that card's called.
Squad leader, I think, or
Yeah.
squad, something like that. Here's the one thing one good thing for Mitch. He dropped the Stormtrooper Assault Team, which is normally an auto main killer, but you can't get a freeholder with one of
No, you
those.
sure can't. Well, he could if he does promotion with it.
That's true.
So it could kill one of those freeholders. See, I think you put one in the way here, though.
I think they just figured out their dial miss.
Okay, they
turned
did.
it.
Okay, good. I'm glad they caught that. It's like I noticed that when they did. I think probably because both things basically happened at the same time that
Yep.
the objective blew up, so it moved up on one then, and then
Mm-hmm.
it was going to move up again. Yeah, I mean, I think you put the freeholder in here and sort of force his hand to put a card in at least. And we know Mitch has Falcon. I don't think he pitches it, do you?
Well, so the thing is, he's also looking at. Oh man, it's hard to pitch it, but Callus is going to be going also. So there's another objective could easily fall here, and then you get 2 shots at false report.
Yeah.
Man,
I
don't
don't
know.
think you put one in.
I don't think you put Falcon in, but you're gonna lose your freeholder.
Right.
And then you can force him to play edge cards by putting Falcon in, because he's gonna have to put in probably at least 2.
Right.
But he's not going. He didn't.
Right. So he's going to kill the freeholder that defended and put a focus token
Mm-hmm.
on something thanks to Mythil's promotion on the freeholder. And get it unopposed. So there's 3 damage on the one beyond the rim now.
Yeah. See, now Callus can take out the other one if he wants to.
Yeah. So I guess he attacked with Callus and used promotion. Did he use promotion? Maybe he didn't use promotion.
Yeah, he did. He's
Oh, he
got a
did.
focus token on it.
Yeah.
down
Okay.
there.
So he just got an extra focus token on.
I don't know
On
what
the
he just
freeholder.
added. He just added something to Mythil, though. I didn't see what it was.
Maybe he attacked with Mythil too.
I'll bet it was probably the gun blast that you can play from your discard pile as an action.
Oh, actually, I guess he didn't attack with Callus. He attacked with Mythil.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to minimize the chances of false report here.
Yeah. I think that's what he did. I think that the token on Callus is that force commit. That's a little odd because it's bigger, but I think it's throwing me off with that. So
Yeah,
and he
I don't
just
like
flipped
those
up that
tokens.
asteroid sanctuary. So
Yeah, no false report there.
Dial's at 5.
Yeah, and we got 2 damaged objectives there, so it could easily end up at 10, just from that.
Mm-hmm.
And Mitch has got 1 objective, but the other 2 are fully healthy.
There's the Denamba refueling station, so you got a few more resources. You
Mm-hmm.
got to play Falcon here, right? It's like,
I can't imagine why you wouldn't.
yeah, I mean, I guess Mitch did. That's right. He used promotion on the Stormtrooper attack. So unless he played another promotion, which we think he just played the rifle,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't have to worry about any tactics coming back at him.
Yeah, I mean, you can probably swing and get through. See, the thing is his freeholder is locked down still, though.
Yeah, he needs another Bamboozle or a Cloud City Op right now.
Yeah, he's only got 5 resources, 6 resources, so he can't do that and Falcon.
Well, he could if he had the Cloud City Op. He could pay it and then move the one off 3PO, and he'd still have 5, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
But I guess he did not have that, or if he did, he's saving it for a Falcon bounce.
Yeah, he's only got the 5 resources total now, unless he uses 3PO, of course.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know if you use 3PO here.
well, he kind of needs him for Force,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, because he doesn't have Gamma anymore.
Yeah.
Right now, Mitch has 3 on the Force with Callus. Or sorry, I mean Josh has 3 on the Force with Callus, not Mitch.
Yeah, well, Josh has all 3 of his Force tokens out there, and he's only got 6, so
Right.
that's not too hard to work around. I mean, it could be worse.
And I guess we did forget to say that Josh looked up Dark Trooper Project in place of
Yeah.
where
So
Tarkin's
anything
actually
on
blown
the
up.
Force now has Elite.
Yeah, so he's going in after Enforce, so that he should be able to turn this off at least.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you're Josh, you probably just let this go.
Does Mitch have any reason? He does have 3PO. See, Mitch does have that don't get cocky thing, which adds 2 blast if he wins Edge by 2. That you can play for 1. That's in his deck.
Oh yeah, because he has no match. That's true.
Yeah, so Falcon could theoretically toast 1 objective here if he had that.
Mm-hmm. So Mitch just let him pitch an edge card, and he's going to kill that engineer and still get basically the same he would have gotten either way. Where that defendant went. So he got 3 on Enforce, so at least he's going to turn it off for the time being.
Yeah. Well, we've already seen 1 Fist and we've seen Yularen, so half of the throwbacks have been used.
Yeah. And he is sending the Cloud City Op in after something here. And the ATST is defending.
Mm-hmm. I think the idea here is you got to lock down Mythal.
Well,
because he's going to wake up.
Right. Well, the other thing is, I think, depending on, so Josh looks like he's out of cards. I think if I'm Mitch, you want to be able to bounce Falcon, but I put in as much as I could here because if you win Edge, you're going to draw 2 cards with 3PO and Asteroid Sanctuary anyway.
Right.
So be aggressive. So it looks like he had 5, and I think Josh had 4, it looked like.
No, I think he had 5 as well.
He had 5 also, sorry.
Yeah, I think that was couldn't make out what the other one was. I think it was a 2 and a 3.
Yeah, I guess maybe that's what I thought. One was a 1 and it was a 2. So he's bouncing Falcon, putting in a Cloud City Operative, and that's going to help a little bit. He can at least put 1 more on Mythal.
Yeah, well, and it frees up the freeholder.
Right. Actually, he put it on
the Stormtrooper. I hope he's going to attack then and put a 3rd one on that trooper. Otherwise, it's going to come through and kill him again. Oh, he does have both. He can tactics them both now for get a third one on each.
Right. He can tactics them both, but he won't have anything left over to take
Well,
balance back.
right. Yeah, he won't take balance back. Um,
So he's going to get to
hmm,
draw 2 cards because he won the edge battle there. It looked like Josh did not defend wisely. Callus would have gotten taken out. So he got 3 on Dark Trooper Project. And he's going to throw one on Callus, and then,
yeah, I
well,
think he got
everything's elite, so I think, I guess he threw it on Mythal. I'm not sure. I wouldn't have thrown it on the Trooper there.
That's what I'm. Well, yeah, I probably would have thrown on the trooper. It depends if he thinks he can win an edge battle because he's
Right.
gonna wake up his 2 guys again.
Yeah, so dials should go up to 6 now. So Josh would have to blow up all 3 to win now. Unless he's got, well, yeah, he doesn't have Might of the Empire in his deck.
Yeah, I think it's kind of scary to leave that trooper available to attack
Yeah, I
rather
do
than
too.
Mythal. I mean, granted, Mythal's got a bunch of stuff on him, but
Right. And
I
he's
don't think you want to put him in line of fire because he could get killed.
right. And he got to free up stuff with Beyond the Rim again. So he's got his freeholder. He's got basically everybody back on defense. Then another
Yeah,
mouse droid.
I don't know how many cards Mitch has right now, though.
I think he should have 2 because he won that one edge battle.
Yeah, I don't know if he had any left over besides that or not.
Yeah, he's canceling both of them. So he's just going to have the freeholder to block with here.
That kind of makes sense. I mean, the other guys are not terribly powerful, and he's not probably not going to block more than once, and at least not have a chance at edge. I think he's got 3 cards in hand, if I'm seeing
Yeah.
right. So
There is the
now
resource from, is that the resource from the promotion set, I think?
I
Can't
think
think.
so. Yeah,
The Endor command post or whatever it's called.
yeah. Now it gets interesting because it's Mitch is only 4 points away from winning, but if he's got Yularen or Fist, it could just as easily go the other way.
Yeah, it sure could.
Although we know Mitch has got Falcon set in there. We haven't seen the twist from him yet either.
That's true. Right. We saw a twist from Josh, but not from Mitch.
Now would be a great time for Mitch to have it.
Well,
It's always good to have on defense versus offense because you can sucker more cards in.
right. I completely agree with that.
Yeah. Hmm. I wish I knew what that new enhancement is on. How many guns is Mythal have? I think he only has 2 guns now and 1 blast in the
Right,
tactics.
because we think it's the
'Cause-
elite and the rifle and the
right.
promotion, right?
Yeah, so the question is what he can, give away.
I'm trying to look stuff up now. So, uh, looks like he's swinging with a trooper here.
It makes sense. Mitch is obviously going to have to block.
Right.
Um,
Well, the gun gives a or the other gun gives a gun and a edge blast.
yeah.
All right, so he's going after Beyond the Rim with that has 3
See,
damage on it with the trooper.
yeah, if he wins edge here, he's going to kill the trooper and blow up beyond the rim because he's going to gain a blast as well from Mythal.
Right. If Mitch happens to win edge here,
He's going to kill the trooper, probably focus Callus, and have a mostly open board
right?
to counterattack with.
Yes, this is a pretty big edge battle here.
Yeah.
Although Josh has a lot of resources left open, so either he's saving them for something or he just was trying to make sure he had cards for this edge battle. So it looks like he put 2 in.
They both have 2 in. Mitch is deciding whether or not to put the third.
Yep. Well, we know one of them's a falcon. If he had, Josh had another
6.
twist. Josh had another twist.
Of course he did. Josh has had the edge cards every single time here.
Right. And then he's going to just put one in.
Yep.
And so that trooper is going to get promoted here.
Yeah, he's going to take out his second freeholder.
Yep, he sure is. And then he's going to blow up beyond the rim with the stuff. And so the dial went up to 8 there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, false report right now.
Yeah, that's probably what Mitch needs. Except he has no freeholders to drop in for free.
Yeah, but the point being, he would get all that crap off the table. The promotion would be discarded, to where even if it gets replayed in the future, the enhancements are gone.
Right, and he'd really only need to be able to play 2 blast, and he'd win.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sure that's what Letux is thinking here, because he can easily take out that next location if he wants to, but if false report comes, it could easily be game.
Yeah.
So it's does he want to risk it?
I don't know. Now, trying to remember that enhancement that he played from Renz's set with the Endor command post. What's that have? Oh, focus an officer to remove a token from that. I was trying to remember what it did. So that doesn't really help him there. So it looks like is he gonna swing and try to get the die to 11 and risk this false report?
It looks like he is. He's thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, he could double strike. No, I guess he can't. He doesn't have an Endor objective out, but
yeah,
so he can't double strike with the Endor ATST.
Right.
He'd leave himself with just one blocker, being Callus there.
Yeah, and then it would be if false report comes up, then he has no blockers, obviously.
Right.
And then Mitch will have 7 resources to be able to try and play 2 blast. That seems pretty likely.
Yeah, he's taking it out and pushing the dial to... No, he's not taking it out, I guess.
I think he's thinking what we're thinking here.
Right. How many freeholders do you have? Do you just have one, or do you have 2 in there?
That's the thing he's seen too. Although I think if he was paying attention, I think that one edge battle where Mitch lost 8-9, I think he had both outmaneuvers in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're exactly right. So if he was paying attention, he would have had...
I don't know if Letux caught that or not.
Yeah.
Because they didn't really fan out like what the cards were. I think I'm not positive, but I think I saw them both in there. That was his 3-3, and then he had a 2. I remember.
Yeah, so it looks like he must have swung with the ATST because he just focused it. So I guess he went after Asteroid Sanctuary. That's a little surprising because I'm not sure that does him any good.
I don't think so either. Because the dial is going to go to 9 on his next turn regardless.
Right.
And so he only needs one objective.
Right.
The only advantage is it gives him 2 different ones he could win with.
Right. And again, this is assuming Mitch doesn't flip up a false report here, which I bet he'd be very happy to flip up, by the way.
Yes, he would.
And that is
impersonating
that's
deity.
Impersonating deity. So you could look for an Ewok. I guess he's looking to see if he actually has any Ewoks. A blast from the Ewok wouldn't be the worst thing right now. So
it doesn't look like he went for it.
I think he pitched.
There's only the 2 in his deck, and I know he pitched one early. I don't know.
I think he drew one with a Gamma draw 2 that he had to discard at the very beginning. So yeah, so no Ewoks to find. Um, he's got 7 resources to play with. He needs to
I
get 2
I think
blast in.
Letux doesn't have a single card in hand though right now either.
Yeah, I don't know if he has any or if he's got 1 in hand maybe.
No, I think they both went all in on that edge, and then -1, and then it was twisted, so he had to play another one to win it. So
Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of what can Mitch do here. He's already got the tactics on the board to the Cloud City Op, so he can get rid of Callus. So it still just becomes Mitch. Does Mitch have 2 blast? If he does, I think he wins.
Yeah, I think so too. That's why I was a little surprised he sent the ATST in there,
Yeah,
just because it could have given him a second blocker to get in the
right.
way of something.
Yeah, to prevent something like unopposed
Right. I mean, even
or
though it's already got 1 damage on it, at least you force, kind of
well,
force
yeah,
something.
that's what I mean. You can like double block if you have to or whatever, just to prevent the unopposed damage from coming through.
Right.
So, given that Mitch has taken this long, though, I'm guessing he probably doesn't have the the 2 blast he needed.
There is Han.
Uh, ooh, well, there's one of them.
Well, and does he gives everybody that Han gives other smugglers an extra gun, right?
Yeah, he gives the unit. Hey, 3PO's got a gun.
Yeah, 3PO is locked down though, so it doesn't matter.
um, yeah, he just needs a blast now because there's only Callus out there, and I don't think there's no way he can free up a guy, is there?
Nah, I don't think
Without
so.
like that
Because he doesn't have Thrawn
that
in his
command.
deck, right? So he doesn't have
Well,
chain
what's
of command.
that command post or whatever that resource is from that one set? What does that thing do?
What it does is that's why I went back and reread to make sure. I was thinking what it does is you can focus an officer to take a token off of it, not the other way around.
Okay, so yeah, it does not. So yeah, he's really got. Oh, he's just sending Han. He must not have it.
Well, unless he has a bamboozle.
Yeah. Oh no, he can untap the ATST with the
Oh, can
command
you do it
post.
with an? So you can untap the ATST with a objective
I
or
think because
enhancement.
it's
That's right. Okay,
yeah.
that makes
Okay,
sense then.
that's why he sent the ATST
Okay,
to get the extra damage because he was able to free it up anyway.
right now he's blocking with both, which is going to prevent an
Yeah.
unopposed probably. So he just pitched a freeholder. He's going to draw cards with the 3PO and Asteroid Sanctuary. There is.
You got don't get cocky
Yep, so he won
because he
by
won the
2.
edge by 2.
He's going to blow it up.
Yep.
And now if he has a bamboozle, he's going to win.
Yeah.
So I think
He's not going to kill Callus. So I
no,
think.
he's going to kill Mythil because I think Mythil's had a damage on him. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He's got targeted strike.
Yeah. He has a need to kill Callus.
Yeah. And he eliminated the elite there, so that stormtrooper's not going to free up now either,
Right.
and be able to attack him next turn.
Right. Although he just needs to get 1 damage in if Mitch can't win here. Now, if he has another don't get cocky, he could win with the Cloud City Operative.
Huh.
So I
It
guess
looks like Callus is not elite either, so he's going to get to double strike here and then not free up for
right.
the next turn.
Yeah.
So that's really the interesting thing here now is Mitch is going to have him pretty much locked down for the next turn too, so he's actually going to have to draw something.
They flip balance. I guess they realized that he forgot to flip it there. Yeah. If he's got, I don't think there's a target in his deck, but if he's got don't get cocky and 2 icons, he could win right now.
Well, he's got Beyond the Rim also, so he can free up Han if he has to
And
wait.
he just put 3 cards in there. He's going to draw 2 cards.
He's hoping to draw Don't Get
He's
Cocky.
trying to draw don't get cocky. Or he had it and just... Does he have it? That's
Doesn't
going to
look
be the
like it.
question. So he's
But
going
he
to,
is going to lock the board.
yeah, the board's.
You got to put it on the. He's got to put it on the ATST, otherwise it'll free up.
Well, it's going to free up. He can free it up anyway with the enhancement.
Yeah, but at least you make him use it to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I
pretty
mean,
interesting.
Mitch can't take force, but whether or not it's kind of irrelevant, he doesn't need it anyway.
Right. He's going to at least be able to free one of his units up with Beyond the Rim, if he remembers here.
I hope he remembers. He does still have resources too.
Yeah.
Maybe he does. I'm guessing he doesn't have bamboozle, or he would have used it.
There's another don't get cocky. I mean, pattern analysis. Yeah, he needed another don't get cocky there.
Yeah. So yeah, he only drew the one blast. He
He
needed to draw two.
he was probably trying to save it for the second one. Like, hope he could get in with Han and then use it with the Cloud City Operative to win.
Yeah, possibly. Who knows? Now it's something as simple as Yularen or a fist, and we're done.
Well, he'd need to have a unique Navy unit free to use Fist.
Yeah, Mitch did win a couple edge battles, so he got to draw a bunch of cards now too. So
Yeah,
he does have edge, and he's got Han to block with tactics, and he no longer has to worry about promotion.
right.
So I think this is coming to a head one way or the other this turn, probably.
Yeah. So I'm guessing he's going to use the mouse droid to try to draw into something.
Yeah, there's no way Mitch can counter it, so you
Yeah.
might as well do it.
Yeah, Mitch must not have had Don't Get Cocky. I don't know if he played it somewhere else before anyway.
No,
What
I
did he
don't think
just
so.
put on? I
I
can't see
think that
again.
was the
Is
I
that the
think that was
elite
the
thing?
elite.
Okay.
I think so, but I'm not positive.
He's spending 2 for
It
something. Is that another Endor ATST?
yeah.
And a Phase 1 Dark Trooper.
Hmm.
Haven't seen those in a while.
No. Well, Mox Pod is still good. I like splashing
Yeah.
him in every now and then. He's a great one to put promotion on.
Hmm. And he just freed up the ATST that had a damage on it, but now he's played at least, well, how many cards did he play here? 2, but he drew one with the mouse droid.
Yeah, the
But
thing
Mitch,
is, he needs if Mitch can win Edge, he
if
would
Mitch
have
wins
to.
Edge, he'll win, obviously.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a way to free up the ATSTs again. So if Mitch wins Edge, Han kills one, blocks the other, eats 1 damage from the Phase 1. If Letux has a heat, he would be able to kill him with the Phase 1 and get unopposed.
Right. Well, and he should have a heat because there's a heat and Dark Trooper project. Of course, Mitch still hasn't gotten a twist.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
So we got an Edge battle here. He threw 2. I don't think he meant to throw 2 in.
Probably not.
Wonder why he put 1 in to start with. Maybe he's got a heat. Just wants to take something out.
Well, did Letux attack and then just pass?
Yeah, that seems odd to me. I can't think of what he might have that why you'd want to do that.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have any resources either. Well, he does have 1 actually.
Oh, that's true. He could get the bow rifle thing back, and kill Han. But if Mitch has a heat, it may not matter.
Mitch has thrown a bunch of cards in. Letux has used both his twists.
Right. I don't. Yeah, it's gonna be 5. So there's the rifle. So I don't think he's gonna be able to stop Josh now.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Han can take one thing out, lock down another one, but he can give the bow rifle to. Oh, actually, maybe not. He'd have to give the bow rifle to the trooper. So who won
I'm
then?
guessing the game one is over, but
Right.
I think they were figuring because he can attach that ion cannon to any one of those 3 units, can't he?
Well, no, he can't attach it to the ATSTs.
So, well, no, but if he can put it on the trooper, that gives it a blast.
Right,
Uh,
but Mitch could just kill the trooper,
yeah, but
focus on
between
the
the
AT.
trooper and the 2 ATSTs, he could stop 2 of them, but not 3.
Right, but don't the ATSTs have white blast? Oh no, they
Uh,
have black blast. Never mind.
yeah, so that essentially
Yes.
all 3 units had 1 black
Yeah,
blast.
sorry. So Josh, yeah. So
Yeah,
Josh
Josh
took
edged
down
him out
game one
there.
there. Yeah. Yeah, it's so hard to see with these cards there. So that was a pretty good game there. They came down to the wire and just Mitch was one blast
Yeah.
short
Yeah, he
from
needed
winning.
to draw 2 blast. He had plenty of resources to play it, and he just got only Han.
Yeah, or a false report would have helped there too. So
Yeah, he never saw that. He never saw his twists all game either.
yeah. So
So
congrats to Josh on winning game one. So this is a best 2 out of 3 match. So we'll have to be back in a little bit to do the second game here to see if Josh can just take down the title against Mitch. So you got any final
Yeah.
thoughts on this first matchup though? Pretty interesting decks, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, Mitch, I think played it as well as he could have.
Right.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do. I don't think I really saw any mistakes by either player. So,
No, I think we had some mistakes just because we couldn't tell exactly what the cards were a few times and trying to figure out what was
yeah.
going on. So even at the end there, that I just forgot the ATSTs actually have black blast, not white blast. So, but anyway, all right. Well, thanks for joining me for commentary as always, Derek, and we'll pick it up with game 2 of this best of 3 finals in our next episode. So thanks again.